Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. Before we get started on today's episode, just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. I am on my path to 2,000 subscribers, so if you guys do enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. So, was on Twitter looking around on NBA Central, and there was a tweet that said Michael Porter Jr. would most likely be involved in any major trade made by the Denver Nuggets, and that is according to T. Jones and Sam Amick. So any big trade would likely involve Michael Porter Jr., according to league sources. Porter has been one of the best shooters in the league, and they also mentioned that he's improved as an all-around scorer, where he's finally able to put the ball on the floor a little bit, get to the basket, and he's becoming a three-level scorer. So more importantly, he's shooting more in the paint. So he's getting to the rim, finishing in the paint, which is great for someone of his size and his caliber. He's mostly been a three-point shooter, but he's improved and his all-around offense is getting better. So he's a valuable asset. I'm not sure why the Nuggets would want to trade him. I think he's a perfect fit with the Joker. Like, he spreads the floor for Joker. He's 6'10". He's long and big. They have Aaron Gordon, who likes to operate in the paint and plays bully ball and is their high flyer. So they have like three really big guys, and they could really utilize all of their bigs in different ways. So I'm not sure why they would want to trade him. I know there's rumors that they're interested in possibly trading for Zach LaVine, but I don't know why they would, because he's injury prone and has a terrible contract. But I think maybe they want someone who is a more capable scorer, because Michael Porter Jr. is a good scorer, but he's never been a guy who's averaged, 25 or 26 points per game like Zach LaVine. So I understand that. But he's having a good, solid season. He's averaging 18 and a half points. His career high is 19. That was his second year. And still shooting really well. 7 rebounds right now per game, almost 3 assists, 1 steal. He's shooting 38.5% from 3 on 6 attempts, shooting 51% from the field. Like, that's really good. He's played 24 games. He's only 26 years old. So I'm making this video because if he's available, hypothetically, I think the Miami Heat need to do everything in their power to try to acquire him. And I don't know if it's feasible. It's probably not reasonable or realistic, but if it is somehow like available and for some reason they are willing to take what the Miami Heat could offer, I think having him on this team with Tyler Hero, Jimmy, and Bam would be huge and would put the Miami Heat as a contender in the East. The question is, why would they trade Michael Porter to the Miami Heat? Right now, if they're looking for a star, the Miami Heat don't really have a star. Like, the only person they could realistically trade for him is Tyler Hero, and I don't think the Miami Heat would be willing to trade Tyler for him, and I don't think I would. Honestly, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't think I would want Michael Porter over Tyler. I mean, even though he could be a really good fit on this team with Jimmy and Bam, but still, Tyler's playing at an all-star level right now. So I really like Tyler right now at this point. So seeing if we could pair him with Tyler, Jimmy, and Bam would be huge. And again, not very likely, but I was in the trade machine just playing around, and there are a few trades that could hypothetically work. So one of them would be, and again, I don't think they would take this, but still, this would actually work. Both of these teams are first apron teams, so they have to match the salaries. Basically, otherwise they can't take more salary either way. So Terry Rozier, Duncan, and Jaime, basically for Michael Porter Jr. The rest is filler. So Michael Porter's making 35, and so we can get Zeke, Najee, who I don't even know who the hell that is, DeAndre Jordan, who is completely washed, and Jalen Pickett, who I don't even know who that is. So basically, if the Denver Nuggets were willing to take this trade, they are basically going to be getting a sharpshooter in Duncan Robinson, someone who would fit very well next to Joker, someone who's also improved in the last few seasons, who can actually get to the rim, who could play make a little bit. So you have another playmaker on the floor with Duncan Robinson and Jamal Murray and Jokic. That would be huge. And then you have Aaron Gordon in the paint. That would be a good person to replace Michael Porter Jr. with. Terry Rozier obviously would come off the bench, but you already have Russell. So like if they didn't have Russell Westbrook, I think it would make more sense. But and Russ is doing fine, but Terry Rozier is a way better scorer and shooter than Russell Westbrook. So that gives you even more depth. And he's younger. He's 30 years old. Terry Rozier's 30. What is Russ? 36? Almost 37. So you have another guard that can score off the bench. He could play next to Russ. Like you could bring in Terry for Jamal, and then you have, Russ playing next to Terry. Like that would be fine. Like I think that would work. It'd be small, but still. And then you have Jaime Jaquez you throw in there, who's a young and up and coming good solid player. Like he would be really great again next to Jokic, excuse me, and Jamal Murray, like playing off ball, like getting rebounds. He's been improving on the rebounding end. His offense has not been great this season, but still, I think you have the upside with Jaime as a young piece. You have Duncan Robinson, who is a very good 3-point shooter, playing well this season, has a very friendly, non-guaranteed contract the next year. Michael Porter has 3 years left at $35 million. And I think he's going to be making like 37 and 36 the next 3 seasons. So this will help free up some salary. I mean, like you have Duncan and Terry that only have 2-year deals. I don't know if they would do it honestly, but it could be an option. The other one that I was playing around with was this one. One second. So another one would be just Michael Porter Jr. straight up for Terry Rozier. And then this one would hurt a little bit for Miami Heat fans, but you would trade Kel'el Ware, Jaime, and then Josh Richardson. That would equal to $35 million. That would match salaries with Michael Porter Jr. And so with this one, are the Nuggets willing to trade Michael Porter to get Terry Rozier? Again, they already have multiple guards, but still, he'll add that scoring punch off your bench. He has a contract that is going to expire next season. And then you get 2 pieces. You get 2 young pieces. You get Kel'el Ware, who's a project, and then Jaime Jaquez. So these are 2 first-round picks, essentially. Miami Heat's 2 last first-round picks. And so not sure why they would take this offer versus the other one, but those are 2 that could hypothetically work. So anyway, adding him to this Miami Heat team, I think would be huge, would give us the size we need, another 3-point shooter, someone who's versatile next to Jimmy and Bam. I think this would be a perfect fit next to Bam Adebayo, and not having a small ball 4 would be huge. Having someone who's 6'10", 6'11" next to Bam would be great for this Miami Heat team. We're just undersized always, and it's always hurt us. And we're actually somehow 15th in rebounding. Last year we were 26th. The year before that, 27th in rebounding. So we've actually improved. And so we would further improve by adding Michael Porter Jr. So let me know what you guys think. It's crazy. Obviously, it doesn't seem feasible, but hey, anything's possible. You never know. So I think the Miami should try to acquire him if we can. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.